Hi everyone, my name is Harley and this is Harley of All Trades. Today I wanted to talk about burnout, what it is and how to deal with it. I don't know about y'all right now, but I am currently in the midst of final season in my final year of undergraduate, so you can imagine that the senioritis is pretty much kicking my butt right now. But with the different deadlines that I have coming up, I really don't have time for burnout. But what exactly is burnout? Merriam-Webster dictionary describes burnout as exhaustion of physical or emotional strength or motivation, usually as a result of prolonged stress or frustration. But burnout happens to everybody at least once in their lives, and especially if you're a student, I'm sure that you'll experience it multiple times. I know that I experience it a lot around final season or midterms. It's a real pain in the ass. Because not only do I know that I'm not doing the thing that I need to do, but in turn I feel guilty about not doing the thing that I need to do, and then the cycle just keeps on going. You don't necessarily need to be a student to experience burnout. You can experience burnout either personally or professionally. So what are some causes of burnout? Unmanageable work, immense deadline pressure, too much work, lack of control in either your work or your personal life, boring or routine work, high stress work, and lack of sleep. Some signs and symptoms of burnout include feeling tired or exhausted, no enthusiasm for work or life in general, and the inability to perform tasks related to either home or work. I do want to make this distinction between burnout and depression though. A key difference between the two is that burnout can be eased with rest and time off, whereas if you experience symptoms of burnout for a prolonged period of time, that may be when it's time to go seek professional help. I know that whenever I'm experiencing burnout, I feel a lot more fatigued than usual. I actually went to my psychiatrist recently and was like, oh yeah, I've been feeling kind of tired, but I'm getting 9 hours of sleep a night, so I know that I'm getting enough sleep. So what are some ways that we can cope with burnout? Speaking of sleep, it's important that you get enough sleep, so about 7 to 9 hours a night. You can try mindful or relaxing hobbies, like knitting or coloring. Find support from family and friends. Like I said, a lot of people experience burnout, and so being able to talk about it with someone that you trust can be really helpful because they can most likely relate to your experiences and you won't feel so alone. Set boundaries for yourself. I know for me personally, I've started doing this this semester where I will do work, either schoolwork, chores, what have you, do that, but once it hits about 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, I stop doing any of that, and then that's when I know it's time for me to relax, watch a movie, do my hobbies. Just taking time for yourself out of your 24 hours can be really beneficial. When you are doing work, it's important that you take breaks. I personally like to use the Pomodoro method, where you'll have a set amount of time where you do work. So for example, you do 25 minutes of work and then you take a break for 5 minutes. There's a lot of great videos here on YouTube for Pomodoro. They'll have like a little graphic or image, and you can find ones that have either lo-fi music or classical or just like white noise. If that's something you would like to try out, they'll have that for 25 minutes and then a little timer will go off, and then you'll have 5 minutes and then it'll start back up. So that's been really helpful for me. And taking breaks makes my workload a lot more manageable, because whenever I am in those 25 minutes, I get really into a groove and then it flies by really quickly. I know for me that's a big part of why I experience burnout, is because I build up whatever assignment or project I have to do so much in my head. It just seems like this huge beast that I have to conquer. But breaking it up into smaller chunks and getting it done that way it's been so life-changing for me, honestly. I know that for many of us it's final season, and honestly life right now, especially with the climate of the world at the moment, it can seem overwhelming and stressful. And while it is important to complete your tasks and make sure that you're getting things done on time, it's also important that you take care of yourself and listen to your body. Let me know, have you experienced burnout before? What are some ways that you cope with burnout? Do you have any tips that I didn't mention here? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I just wanted to let y'all know that I do have an Instagram. It's just H of All Trades, and it's linked down in my description as well if you'd like to go check it out for more mental health tips and chats. And as always, embrace imperfection, try new things, and have fun. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!